So what I want to do is I'm going to give you a couple options. Specifically for ONEW and Minnow. Let's start with ONEW because he's the leader. He's the oldest. I'm going to throw a poll up. We got Dice. We've got Life Goes On. We've got which I think is actually Circle. And then we've got and we've got a Japanese song called Kira Kira. All right, it looks like the resounding winner is Circle with 71%. Circle. The only other video that I have seen from ONEW was a live performance where he sang Nessun Dorma. Operatic, beautiful, beautiful. All right, everybody ready? Circle. Wow, coming in hot.
영원히 태양, 바람, 구름, 비와 바다로 봄과 여름, 가을, 겨울 사이로 만남, 이별 모두 다른 적 없는 파도 위에 우린 함께 흘러가고 다른 얼굴과 다른 모양의 마음들 부족하지도 완벽하지도 않음으로 아름다운 것 같은 태양이 아래서 다른 그림자를 그리는 우리 이름이 채 붙지 않은 마음이 있어 천천히 동이 트는 느린 새벽의 행복 손에 잡히지 않아도 가지는 게 있어 분명히 내가 알고 있는 좋은 내 모습 영원히 태양, 바람, 구름, 비와 바다로 봄과 여름, 가을, 겨울 사이로 만남, 이별 모두 다른 적 없는 파도 위에 우린 함께 흘러가고 사람들은 웃고 나만 힘든 것 같았을 때 내가 웃을 때 누군가의 긴 밤은 사무치게 외로웠을 때 서로 그렇게 닮아서 말없이 않을 수 있는 우리 기억에선 지워져도 남는 게 있어 나 어릴 적에 꿈꿔왔던 초록빛 세상처럼 말을 하지 않아도 쓰여진 게 있어 별다른 이유 없이 사랑해준 마음들 영원히 태양, 바람, 구름, 비와 바다로 봄과 여름, 가을, 겨울 사이로 만남, 이별 모두 다른 적 없는 파도 위에 우린 함께 흘러가고 태양, 바람, 구름, 바다 돌고 둥근 시간 만남, 이별 다시 끝나지 않아 없는
Wow. That was a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. Except for one thing. The cat.
푸른 비와 바다로 봄과 여름, 가을
That's what it was. Eternity. Okay. right off the bat. Right off the bat. This montage tells me, as the viewer, pay attention. Pay attention. We're going to cover a lot of distance. Do your best to keep up. The first line, the eternal cycle around the sun, the wind.
여름, 가을, 겨울 사이로 만남, 이별 모두 다른 적 없는 파도 위에 우린 함께 흘러가고.
If that's not pretty damn... What's the word? Like the way that kind of wraps up life as a person, as a human, it's pretty damn good. That is pretty damn good. Very poetic. That's deep. Yeah. I'm trying to form this thought in my brain that I think for me, like how that section of the song, that theme kind of spoke to me. Like beyond the four seasons. And I don't know if this is right or not, but visually we kind of see him in these different roles throughout the video. So like we have what seems to be like a children's show host. We've got him on stage. We've got him kind of at home maybe, but there's different pieces, parts of his life potentially, or a life, I'll say. But that this cycle that is life and can be repetitive, it can be tedious, it can be monotonous and mundane. It's kind of like, this is how I interpreted that. It was kind of a reminder for me that, hey, this repetition that can happen, that is life, like you kind of have to just expect that's the way it's going to be. That is what it is. But you're going to have to find ways through that cycle, through that loop, whether that's a year, whether that's through the seasons, through whatever. Like, yeah, I've been at the same job for 20 years now. In June, it was 20 years. That can be monotonous. It can be mundane and you get burnout and all stuff, but you got to find ways. It's your responsibility to find ways to like put a rainbow over here, put something else that sparks you in some way over here. That's kind of how I took that. And I don't know if that's necessarily what he's saying, but I think that's interesting. And that we drift together, I thought was pretty prominent too. Because it's not just, I think with that line he's saying, it's not just me that experiences this. This is all something we have to deal with.
다른 얼굴과 다른 모양의 마음들 부족하지도 완벽하지도 않음으로 아름다운 것 같은 태양이 아래서 다른 그림자를 그리는 우리
What? I'm morbidly curious about the cat. This haggard cat. I have no idea. I don't know if we'll ever know the reason. Now, sensically, I can't believe I just said that. The two scenes that we see the cat in, contextually, the cat makes sense. It fits. Let me explain. ONEW is on stage. He's got the wooden sun behind him, sunrise, sunset. We don't know, and I don't think we're supposed to know because this whole thing is about loops. It's about the cycle of the sun comes up, the sun goes down, the seasons pass. So none of that matters. But it is a set. We have the scary trees, we have the clouds and the ground fog, the weeds, and we have a bird over there. We have a spinning window. So the cat makes sense in terms of it is a set production, but why does it have to be an alley cat? Now, the other time that we see this monstrosity is when we get into this, I just say it's a children's show. 8 stories about eternity. How tall is this cat? Look, the cat is back here. You see it between these two words. The cat's up here. Look how tall this friggin' bush is. That cat is like 4 feet tall. That's a different kind of terror. Ha! I need answers right meow. Don't start shouting no. I know that's what you're going to do. Look at that thing. Are you kidding? You imagine you wake up and get a glass of water in the middle of the night and that thing is in your kitchen? Nope. And it's wearing a hat. That's even scarier. Well, Roscoe, the hat is fun. I don't give a shit. It's a 4-foot cat sitting in my kitchen and it knows that this is a hat and it puts it on. That's a different level of intelligence. Huh. The books feel like a rainbow. I know it's an arch. Feels like a rainbow. We can embrace each other wordlessly. We do. This also has a bit of a Truman Show feel, doesn't it? Another good movie. So anyway, the reason I bring this up is because the cat, strangely, makes sense within the 2 scenes that it's in. However, there might be something here. I might be cracking a code. I doubt it, but my next thought was, if the cat was only in... I can't believe I'm harping on this cat so much. Are you surprised? You shouldn't be. If this cat were only in these scenes with the children's show, it would make more sense. It's weird, and I don't know why they had to beat the hell out of this thing and run over it with a truck before they could put it on somebody's hand, and then... I have no idea. But there's got to be a reason. But it would make sense within the scheme of this scene. However, the reason I kind of go German Shepherd mode with it back here is because, where is it? This first scene with him on stage is really quite beautiful, and it's kind of poetic. Oh, and that first bass drop, listen. And it just like slowly kind of pulls us into the song. It's really magnificent how they do it. So I'm invested. I'm invested in this scene. The color palette of this is beautiful with this wood framing behind him, with him in the blue, his body posture and position. We know he, like, especially from me watching him in Nessun Dorma, he has that stage presence. His posture says quite a bit. But Then I start to go, huh? When the cat comes in. Was that a horse? That's a horse. Right there. On the right side of the screen, we got a horse too. So we've got a horse, is this a stork? And a cat. No, there's a horse. Can you look over here? There's a horse. Right there. Look, a horse. The bird is over here. The horse is over here. I shouldn't have to explain this to you. Oh, it's a crane, not a stork. Okay. Yep. Got it. Why that specific breed of cat? You see the horse head. Thankfully, it's not just the head, but yes. Very different video. And we also have rabbits. Okay, so we have a menagerie of animals, of inanimate animals throughout this video. But for some reason, Henry Henson decides, hey, can I do my cat? No, Henry, do not put that thing in front of the camera. Nope, I told you it was cursed. Don't do it. Come on, you said I could do it on the next one. Oh my God, do we have to do the cat? Yes, you have to do the cat. And the great reveal happens. What? Do you see what I'm saying though, right? Like this is so strange. And it's, the truth is, I'm not playing it up for the video. I'm not. This decision is so weird to me because it literally makes me step back and go, what is this? And you have this beautiful scene here with his beautiful voice and the color palette and the set. It's really magnificent. And then you have this train wreck of a monster over here getting my attention and taking it away from the rest of this beautiful scene. That's all. See, I want to look at his beautiful face and these incredible eyes, but I can't look away from the little furry train wreck. Yo, do you remember that game? The water toss game. How many of you played this game? Seriously. Oh, that's so fun. We were all terrible at it. Yo, I should get one of those. I must set up a bubble cam or ring cam. We could play it together. I'm not doing that. Whoa, what did that say? Oh no. All the greetings and farewells. Wow. See what I mean? Like there's so much symbolism here. There's so much depth to it. And then we throw this cat in. So, like I tend to do sometimes, I am going to extend this question to those of you watching this on YouTube right now. You know who you are. The cat. What? And then right there, we put the purple heart. Boom. And they'll be like, oh, well, I have answers for you, sir. Dear Uncle Roscoe, the cat is paying homage to a 1912 book called The Cat. It was actually written by That's the kind of person I need to answer this question. It's going to haunt me. I think it's going to haunt me anyway.